in Australia on the central coast of New South Wales. Happy Thursday. I hope you have had a wonderful, I always go to do this when I go live, but anyway, it's a me thing. I hope everyone had a lovely couple of days since last time I saw you on Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed our free shipping 1 day offer. I hope you were able to nab some last minute Christmas things. I'm sorry if you can hear my husband in the background. He's working and I haven't closed my door, so that is my bad. So if you are popping in, whether it be live on replay, please make sure you say hi, because I'd love to know that you're here. And I just like to know that you're here and that I am not crafting all by myself. Hello, Miss Sylvia. Welcome. How are you? So I'm going to give you a bit of a news and an update first before we jump in. But what we are using today is Eden's Garden Suite, and I will be making a bookbinding card. So this is the first time I've done this style of card. Well, I've done it a couple of times. I did it with my customers in 2 classes. I did it with my team, and now I'm doing it with you guys. But it's the first card I have done. I'm not making the card for the first time with you. English, wonderful language, wonderful language. But I just want to tell you a few things that I am going to be offering coming up in the new year. And this kind of starts like right now. So I am lucky enough and worked very hard to become monetized here on YouTube. So that requires X amount of subscribers and X amount of watch hours. Hey, Carol. And because of that, I am now receiving money for my views and all types of things on YouTube. Now, one of the things you can do is give me a super chat. So a super chat is gifting me money during my video. Now, for you guys gifting me a super chat, which I appreciate, I am going to give those who do that over a month exclusive access to me. So that will be in form of a Zoom, and it will probably be about an hour, 2 hours, and you'll have exclusive access to me. We'll make a card, have a chat, show you a technique, whatever you guys want. So those who give me super chat, I will contact you. I'll ask what you guys want to do, and I'll facilitate that as best as I can. I'll also try to choose a time that majority people can come to, because I know this is an option that a lot of my overseas followers and friends have approached me on, because those who aren't in Australia's borders cannot buy Stampin' Up products from me, and they apparently love me so much, and they're very sad they can't buy their products from me or join my team, and they still want to support me. So this is what I'm offering. If you want to do that, that's fine. If you just want to watch me, that is also fine. It is just an option, because I have had a number of my lovely followers and friends approach me and ask them how they could support me. And this has been a little while coming. I've been thinking about it, and I can offer my time to you guys in a private setting, not in a public video. I give you guys 2 public videos a week, which I love doing, and I'm always open to suggestions about something you might like to see. Often we'll be talking about something in chat, and you guys say something and it sparks something in my brain that I go, I'll do that in an upcoming video. And I do have a bit of a list just over here of video ideas of things I can do upcoming, and I think at the moment I have three that I haven't done. One I do plan on doing next week, and one I've promised is going through all the swap cards that I've received, random act of kindness cards. I did get some birthday cards this week, which I'm very thankful for, and I want to share those with you because there's some fantastic card and layout and color ideas in there. So just sharing the love, thanking the people who have participated in my team swaps. I also participated in another swap, and I will get to those probably closer to Christmas, when I am deep in Christmas, although I'm very deep in Christmas. May be a little shaky, but oops, finger over camera is not going to help. So this little area here is my Christmas card staging area, and I do hope I didn't give away someone's address there, but anyway, so I have cards and labels and everything's happening. So I'm trying to get those out. I'm also making customer cards to go out with brand new catalogs, because I have a box on the floor with brand new catalogs to send out. So that is my current thing. I have sent out my overseas cards. I've divvied up my customer cards last night while I was watching telly, and I'm now in the middle, or I'm prepping to make my customer cards. So I hope you like the super chat idea. It is optional. It is up to you whether you do it or not. But I just wanted to put it out there. So yeah, don't forget also to subscribe and like if you haven't, and press the bell to receive notifications. Now, onto this card, because I've rabbited on enough, but the news is out there. Okay, so I've got a couple of you on here, so let's get into it. So today I am using the Eden Garden bundle. So we'll be using the stamp set and the dies. So these are available now, and they will be available in our January to June mini catalogue. The paper, the cotton paper, and hey Shaz, and the gems, they are available while stocks last. And if you love all 5 products, you can purchase them in a suite. And if you need my shop link, it is in the description box below. So that is what we're using now. I need to confess, I have loved this paper so much.
Could you say that again?
This is all I have left of a full 12 by 12 pack of paper. So I've done a fair bit with it, and mostly in classes. So I may not have a whole lot of samples using this suite, but I've done a lot and I've shared a lot in my classes, which has been fantastic. So let's get making today's bookbinding card. So this is the card that we're going to be making today. Some I have already partially made up during my classes, and we'll make some from scratch as well. So let me get up my live video on my laptop so I can see all your comments and conversations. Okay, so let's pop that over here. Turn that off. I'm going to flick you guys around and you can have a quick look at the products that we're using, and I'll turn off the overhead light and we'll get right to it. Okay, so what has everyone got planned for the weekend? I know it's only Thursday, but I have my baby cousin's 21st. And funnily enough, his mum and dad missed my 21st. Or no, he was just about born at my 21st. So I can't remember if they were there or not. I'd have to grab down the photo album. But yeah, so it's like my baby cousin. It's so scary. I actually don't think of myself as that old. So, yeah, when I think that, mind you, some of my cousins are in their mid-20s, but this one in particular, I think because, yeah, it's a bit scary. It really, really is. Nothing at the moment. That, Carol, I like nothing weekend plans. I really, really do. Okay, sorry, I've just got some computer issues here, which isn't helpful at all. And hopefully you guys aren't hearing my builder's noise through the microphone, because I've got my builders here again, or still. They've only done one side of the finishing off that one side of the house. So then they're on to the other side next week. And unfortunately, all the rain this week has not been helpful at all. Okay, great. So this is the card, and as I said, we're using all the products in the suite, and I am going to sit here, because I am actually sitting, and sort out what I've got. Oh my dear word, those totally squashed. What I've got, lucky, you can actually mold this die cut quite well, because that just bounced back perfectly. So I was very, very conscious with my gold foil pieces, and actually I've got a couple here that haven't been cut, so I will apparently be doing some die cutting. But what I did, I took my piece and I die cut it using this die from the Eden dies. So then when I have, and I did have this piece sitting here not that long ago, because I found it. Hold on, let me move that paper. Let me see what I have in here. Yes, I have another piece in here, so I might just pop these pieces here. I'm going to, you know, group like things together, because that just helps. Writing all your Christmas cards, lovely. Well, as I said, all my overseas Christmas cards they're basically going in today's mail, actually. Okay, so I need to stamp that and stamp that. I'm going to put that pile there. They're card bases. That's fine. This is a full card base, and this is an empty envelope. Great. We love empty envelopes at the moment, because everything is going in envelopes. So I was going to show you, this piece will be just, this is using our stitched rectangles. It will just be sitting on there perfectly, and when you flip it over, you've used the center. So I've effectively and efficiently used my foil, which I like. I like it a lot. Okay, so I've done almost kind of done two of these card bases. That piece is empty. Oh, here's my other. So I did a hello there and a sending hugs. Now I just need to look at these pieces. So are you happy for me to make all of these cards with you? You tell me what you want me to do, because I may even do a few of them. The ones I've got cut I'm going to keep, but I may do a few of them without this gold piece and just use the gold foil as the backing, just to keep things simple. I say that, haha, me and simple normally aren't in the same sentence, but that's okay. They are so easy. My pleasure, Carol. I'm so glad you received it. Did you receive it late or was I on time? Because I'd love to know that. Gold pieces go under here, they go under there. I've used 2 different papers, but I am just, now these ones are stamped and these ones are stamped. Okay, right, I think I'm all good and I've kind of got my crap together. Yes, excellent, efficient, but I'm not going to be terribly efficient today because I'm aware of the time and my to-do list, to be honest. So we're stamping these, and this card can go here. This one, oh, and I know what I forgot to grab out before I started. I forgot to grab down more Stampin' Dimensionals because I'm almost done with mine. Okay, great. So this is this, that's that. We're going to need our scrap piece paper that I used last video. And let's start with, oh, I'm going to... Please excuse me, I felt that coming on, but I couldn't get the words out quick enough. I'm going to start with our sentiment piece. So what I've used is the main focal image for the sentiment piece. So these are distinctive stamps, meaning you get all this amazing detail and depth in one stamp. So one inking, there's no multi-stamping, there's no multiple steps, it's just, oh, on time, fantastic, Carol. Well, you never know what the postal service is going to do. Now, Carol, have you opened it or have you kept it? Because there are 2 types of people. Hey, Bev. There are 2 types of people. There are the people that receive a birthday card and pop it to the side to open on the morning of their birthday. That's me. And then there's the type that receive a card in the mail and have to open it there and then. I even opened like a Christmas card on my birthday because I wasn't 100% sure it was a Christmas card, so I thought I'd open it. So you can see just from inking it up and that one stamping, you get that beautiful depth of light and shadow in one inking. So what I want to show you, we all know, so that is a stamped off. I'm going to ink it up. And you're going to look at that and tell me, Ellen, that stamp is not inked properly. There is something wrong. Trust me, with these distinctive stamp sets, that is inked up. And I shall prove it. Not prove it, but you know, show you. And there we go. We got exactly the same image, but because the ink holds on different layers of the stamp, you just get that different image. So I've just done 3 to 4 images on each of these. You can come in from each corner. I'll show you. Now, can someone tell me, I know I asked before, but I am really curious, can you hear my builder's music? Because I'd hate to be done for copyright of music. Oh, good, Sylvia, a woman after my own heart. Oh, hey, Shelley, actually, you're not that late. I did a lot of talking at the start about I suppose we can call it a program that I'm starting. How would you describe it, Sylvia and Carol? You were here from the start. I'm offering something to, I'm offering my time to those who support me with super chats. And I also should have mentioned that program also will go onto Facebook, because on Facebook you can do you can gift stars. So those who support me in those ways on my videos via super chats and via stars on Facebook, I will be giving access to moi once a month. Just going to leave that ink pad open, and now I'm going to add my sentiments. Now, there was a lot of toing and froing, and everyone decided to use what they wanted between hello there and sending hugs. A lot of them said, I need to use sending hugs because at the moment sending hugs is very important. I'm going to use the hello there just because it's a little bit more versatile. So I can say hello there and then put a birthday sentiment on the inside, and I have a perfect birthday card. I really like to have versatile sentiments on the front of cards, so then I can use them for anything. I could also use this for a thanks card. So what I want, is it roughly in the middle? Doesn't need to be straight, no. Why? Because it's a script. I find that if I've got script sentiments, I am less pedantic about getting the sentiment straight, because no one, unless you're writing on a lined page, writes straight. So they are roughly in the middle. I have my other few there. So while I'm here, I'm going to grab my middles, but what I'm going to do first, pop that off to the side, pop all this paper off, bring in my Stampin' scrub, because we're going to be using a few stamps. I'm just going to be smart and neat and tidy. That is my wet side. So this is my Stampin' scrub that I clean my red rubber stamps with, unless they're stuck to the Stamparatus, because it's a little hard to use. Now I can't depress that all the way, so it may seem that I use a lot, but I actually feel like I don't. Okay, so dirty stamp, damp pad, scrub, scrub, scrub. So you can see it's bubbly, dry, 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 and that is now clean and dry. And I got all of those different levels on that stamp. So that is another good thing. It gets into all the nooks and crannies. This one I am going to stamp off a few times, scrub, 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 and dry, dry, dry. Whoops. And that is all clean and dry. Okay, just pop that to the side there and bring in these pieces and just pop these two big stamps away. And I think I'm going to use this one. So this one on a smaller block. Geez, David's loud today. He must be in a good meeting or something. He's being very loud and vocal. Can't hear the builders. Ah, fair enough. My builders are very, very good. I'm glad. Thank you guys for answering me. It's just I can hear their music. I can't tell you what the music is. I know they're listening to the radio. But yeah, I don't know why they're not listening to the cricket. Although it may be on a rain delay, because if anyone here follows cricket, it's the Ashes, which is Australia versus England. It's always a bit of a grudge match series because we have a very large rivalry with cricket, and it's playing in Brisbane at the moment. I was brought up in a very sport-oriented household, even though I no longer play sport. I don't know, I probably could play sport if I wanted to. Maybe some version of swimming or something like that. Don't know. If you guys have any sports suggestions, I'll laugh at you. Okay, so I just want to, I was doing the top and bottom on some, but I just want to do the bottom. Just add a bit of nice, I don't know how to describe it, just to add something to the inside. You know, I normally don't decorate the insides, but this is a special bookbinding card. So I'm going to stamp the inside. Oh, you're kidding. Lucky paper has two sides, hey. I put my whole finger in that. Oh yeah, that's the right colour. It just looked a little dark. And done. Right. I'll just put that there for the moment. I'll close both the ink pads at the same time. So we are almost finished with all of our stamping. So it doesn't take long, it's just a little bit. Although I budgied up all this stamping here, but that's fine. That one is also, oh no, I didn't do this one. I caught myself fairly quickly. So I just use this smaller stamp just to grab those bare pieces. It just fills it in. So that's what I've done with that one. Grab my utility scissors and close this. Are you watching the Ashes in the UK? Good girl, Shaz. Go the Aussies, not the Poms. I don't really care who wins as long as it's a good match, and the way our Australian cricket team's been going recently, we need some good news, seriously. I'm assuming you guys in the UK have heard about all of our cricket woes in the background. Not that it's got anything to do with the sport on the ground. There's been some controversy and captains getting sacked and misconduct and all manner of things, and I just go, really, can't you all just grow up and keep your head down and play the game that you are politely paid to play? Okay, so my wet or my damp side, and do a scrubby scrub and do a dry, and do another scrubby scrub and another dry, and that's it. So cleaning your stamps is really not a hard thing to do at all. Now for my clear stamps, I do use my stamp chamois just because I find my Stampin' Scrub is normally on the dirty side, and if I use my clear stamps with the Stampin' Scrub, I tend to further stain them, which isn't a bad thing, but I don't want to stain them more than what the inks I use on them already do. And the mist actually conditions the red rubber whilst cleaning it. Oh, yes we have. Yes we have, Shaz. Okay, blocks away. Next. I am going to take, this is our cotton paper. Now, this is our evening evergreen cotton paper. Now, you guys are going to go, oh my God, I'll get this front and center. This cotton paper has some texture to it. How am I going to get that texture? I probably can't get it into as much of a ball as I'd really like, because my hands are my hands. As you girls know, I do have disability that affects my hands, but I'm just going to give it a scrunch, add in some texture. Now we're going to add ribbon over the top, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to add in some texture. I had girls putting them into the tiniest balls and then unfurling them and going, oh my God, that's amazing. I never would have thought of doing that. Now this cotton paper, it's thicker than tissue paper, so it's not as fragile, but it is along those tissue paper lines, if that makes any sense. And I know I do have another piece of this somewhere, and I'm going to have a very brief look for it because I think I know where it is. So how many of you bought this cotton paper and have played with it? Okay, so that's 4, but I think I have more because I have 3 cards there and 3 cards here. Do you know what? If I can't find it, I'm just going to put the ribbon around it, and you know what? That is totally okay. Now I do have another piece, so I don't, oh, that looks too small. That must be a scrap piece. Must be a scrap piece. I'll just pop the scrap piece over here for the moment. Ah, awesome. Not tried the cotton paper. Well, it is only while stocks last at the moment. So let's play with our card bases. So this one is going to need the cotton paper added to it. And I'm pretty sure I made the cotton paper a titch longer than what is actually needed, because depended on how people wanted to scrunch it up and lay it down and do all of those things. So my first piece, I'm literally just going to lay down, and then I will show you how I made the bookbinding portion of, like, the actual base of the card. If I can unfurl myself. Oh, am I going to rip? Nope. I just can't believe one man in my house can make so much noise. But anyway, you're right, Dad? Oh, you're being very loud. That's okay. Thought I'd better, give him a poke. I got a sorry. So that is card 1. Okay, so card bases. What did I do to make the book binding? So I took, hang on, let me grab 2 pieces. So I took my piece of paper, cut it in half lengthways. Then I scored it in half, or actually I scored it in half first. So what I want to do is I want to fold it in half and burnish it with my bone folder. Okay, burnish it with my bone folder. Then what I have done, I have added another score mark, and that can be as far along as what you would like. What I chose was 3 centimeters. So you can make this bookbinding part as wide or as narrow as you want. As I said, I chose 3 centimeters. So what we want to do is to push this fold back so we have the card opening. Now pick it up, Ellen, hold it properly and give this a burnish on the inside. So then once I've adhered the middle, it opens like that. So how do I adhere it? And I'm going to use my Stampin seal. Once again, I'm going to catch this outside. So I'm not going to put, I actually don't need to put any glue on this side. I just want to put glue closest to the fold that opens, so then I'm supporting that score line, and we just want to close that over, and that creates the base of our card. Dead easy. Easiest fun fold I've ever made. And then we're going to use this paper and the ribbon to embellish the spine of our card. Now, I'll show that to you 2 more times. Oh, hello, Miss Cindy. When did you pop in? The last pan of cookies is in the oven. Mine is ready. Now I can... Oh, so what cookies have you prepared for us all, Cindy? Because I'm sure you'll be passing them around so we can all partake in the cookies as well. Ah, portrait instead of landscape. Do you know what? Either orientation works perfectly. It's just I chose to do landscape. So then the inside of your card is just going to be skinnier, just narrower. Okay, 2, and my last one. I need a drink of water in a second. What's this about tasting each batch? Have you tasted the cookies yet? Oh, 1 taste from each batch. Perfect, Cindy. You've got to make sure they're molasses crinkle, pumpkin snickerdoodle, and fruitcake. I'm not sure about the molasses crinkle, but the pumpkin snickerdoodle sounds amazing. So I'll just take 1 of those. I won't be greedy. Just 1, thanks, Cindy. Okay. So, super duper easy. Now, if you wanted to, before you do this stage, you can tie your ribbon around. I like my ribbon tied around the whole card. Call me, I don't know what, but some of the girls, especially in my team meeting, went, no, I want the ribbon through the middle. I didn't want this part to be too bulbous or too, yeah, I wanted this to adhere really nicely, which is why I put everything around the outside and not on the inside. But of course, that is totally up to you. Do you know what? I have enough of this for all the cards I have here. I'm actually not going to have a naked one. Now, I also did want to point out there is a right and a wrong side, or a wrong and a wrong, or a right and a right. Whichever way you want to look at it, there are 2 sides. So this is our very dark, meant to be evening evergreen side, and the other side is just lighter. It's a bit more stipply. It's got like a stippled pattern to it. So there are 2 sides. Just to explain that to you, so you don't get it and go, oh, it's not the same all the way through. And the answer is, it's not like our cardstock, and it isn't the same on both sides. Okay, just snip my little extra piece off here. Oh, there it is. Pop that in my rubbish bin. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to take a swig break and have a swig of my water. Hello Deb, yes, you found me. Congratulations. YouTube on a Thursday. Hopefully, Deb, you're taking a well-deserved break from unpacking. Oh, you did your free shipping order. I did ask earlier who took advantage of free shipping, not free shopping. Plus your 20th run through of the mini. Oh, I know, right? I'm too scared. Well, I've got other stuff coming as well. So I'm not doing a run through yet because my bank balance is actually looking a little sad. So I don't want to upset the bank balance anymore because I've still got Christmas stamps and stamps to purchase. Probably early next week is my prediction for getting those done. So yes, okay, and one more and then I will get on to the ribbon. So I like to, when I'm making multiple cards, do things in steps. So we started, actually, well, I've got a pair of scissors here. Oh, do you know what I'll just do? There we go. It was annoying me out of the corner of my eye. I know all my sewing friends are going to go, Ellen, don't do that. But no patience. This is a, well, it's not an old top, but it's not a good top, if that makes sense. It's just a everyday. Oh, you don't know. Okay. I don't know. Hang on. Is it still free shipping for you guys in the US? Because it's well and truly over here. Yes, you did have to. My freebies paid for all my catalogues and some crafting goodies as well, which was awesome. So all my customer catalogues, which is a good thing. I like using my freebies on catalogues because I can't, when we used to have our older rewards program, I did used to be able to earn points and use them on catalogues, but now I can't, so I get to use this. So I do have the fine art ribbon, and I've got the shimmer, what's it called? Shimmer ribbon in gold. I might try a shimmer ribbon in gold, and then you can tell me which one you prefer. So I am not tying bows. I am just tying knots. Okay, so nothing fancy smancy here today. Just a good old knot. So I always try and make sure everything is flat. I'm just going to pop that over there. So by what I mean by flat is that this is flat, and what I'll do, give this piece a twist, and you can see this knot is flat. There are no weird twists or anything like that. Just going to have to reposition my fingers, take another. It was flat. It was. The pressure of being watched by God knows how many eyes. I can't see how many eyes at the moment. But you're all watching me. Everyone look away, and then I'll do this not perfectly, okay? I don't think it's going to work like that today. I think I'm going to have to grab out my tweezers. This ribbon and I are not friends. So, when my hands... Oh, hello, Miss Cheryl. Okay, when my hands don't want to work, I grab out my reversed tweezers and literally tell the ribbon who's boss. And then I am free, without holding the tension in the ribbon, to tie my knot. So I hold one end and then I pull with the other. Then I'm just going to let go of this, hold and do an extra pull and some zhuzhing, and that will do. I think I prefer the other ribbon. Oh, these aren't my ribbon scissors. Get your ribbon scissors, Ellen, and you'll be able to cut the ribbon, because paper actually dulls your scissors. Oh, look at that, just like butter. Lovely, but I seriously prefer the gold fleck, because the gold fleck definitely reflects that better. What do you think, guys? Do you prefer the fine art ribbon or the shimmer ribbon? I'm going to do a fine art one now. Okay. Hello, Miss Majine. Oh, you just got a phone call. How rude of someone to interrupt while you wanted to be here. Seriously. If you don't tie it all pretty. I've got to tie it pretty, otherwise I've got to undo it. Free till midnight, another 6 hours for the West Coast. Awesome. I'm so glad you're sorting that out. Fine art, fine art. Okay. I'm hoping I've got enough of the fine art. Oh, that's if I can grab it. There you go. Louisa, are you okay? She was just moving. I could hear her bell moving. Yes, the dog has a bell because of David. Although she can walk very, very stealthily without moving the bell. I'm trying to do everything with this end not long enough, I've decided. See, this fine art ribbon is just so uber soft. I hope you guys have all got a roll, because you'd regret it if you don't. It's just, oh, it's lovely. I wish this end would go through though. There we go. Ask and you shall receive. Okay, so that knot again, hold and pull. And then zhuzh. See, zhuzhing is just not a fashion term, it is also a crafting term, because you've got to zhuzh your knots to make sure your ribbon ends are looking pretty and the nice way. Okay. And then I do normally squash the knot down, and that normally keeps everything beautiful and perfect. I really do like that ribbon. Okay, and I've got 2 more to go. Thank you, it is. I wanted to go subtle. That's where I was this morning with my doggy friend Ted, who was snoring so badly. I think Louisa snores and David thinks Louisa snores. Boy, Ted. And then he got his tail going and he was puppy dreaming, and yeah, it was pretty funny. And we were trying to wake him, and yeah, there was no waking him. He's a gorgeous boy. And then I get a full inspection from Miss Louisa, because she's got 3 Mancoon cats and Ted, who's, I can't think of what breed he is, but he's huge. Like this huge gentle giant. Okay. I just love how soft this ribbon is. It actually looks really, really coarse, but it's so soft. So soft. Okay, so hold and pull. So I only pull one side. Now that side is perfect. Give that a snip. And then I just want to turn and zhuzh that end and give that a snip. Okay. Oh, see a much nicer knot with this one. This one will definitely need a glue dot to keep it in check. I don't know why, it's sitting perfectly. Thank you, Delinda. No, yes, it is a Mastiff. It's got a big squishy face and he's like a chocolate brown colour. He's just gorgeous, Ted. And I keep on saying to my nail lady, she's only up the hill, I keep on saying to her, I have to bring Louisa up so they can have a play date. They'd probably zoom around for 2 minutes and then just lie down with each other. Or she'd probably go, who's this? Because he's not desexed. She is. But Ted isn't. But yeah, he's just beautiful. But yeah. Oh, why did you retract your comment? Isn't it the comment that you just wrote? Yeah, so hopefully, Delinda, by me showing you how I do knots, considering my hands, I've learnt off a number of crafters. So it doesn't matter what side you pull. I pull and hold one side and then I only pull with this side, and it just makes the knot totally flat and it doesn't look like a granny knot. And then you can see I twisted one side just because it wasn't sitting so nicely. Snip my ends. I haven't got much wastage because I tie off the roll. And yeah, that's my fine art ribbon. Okay. So now we are up to assembling all our bits and bobs. And she's starting to snore. Let's see if this pin, there we go, that's pinned in. Now, I didn't pin this because it is satin. So I never pin my satin ribbons because the pin marks totally stay. Okay, so we've done our bookbinding edges. Now to bring in our designer series paper. Okay, so I've used 2 and both of them, because it's the specialty Eden paper, this one has tiny gold dots and this one has the gold outline leaves. Where is, okay, ribbon scissors away, these scissors away, tweezers away, bone folder can also go over there. Right, okay, I've now feel like I have a bit more space. Yes, well, as you saw, Cindy, with the first one, Teddy is yours. Oh, Ted is not mine. Ted is my nail lady's. Oh, no, 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 no. We could not have Ted here. Although some people do have another dog with a guide dog. Yeah, no, we physically don't have the space inside of our house for Ted. He's a big boy. But I love it when he comes and says hello while I'm there. Now, I've just noticed that this piece has just folded over, so I'll pop that back. Do you know what I could do? I could glue dot that edge down. So, glue dots, or mini glue dots to be precise. So there are ways to make your ribbon do exactly what you want, and does often involve a glue dot. See, now it's sitting down perfectly. And I don't even feel I need to, but with this one over here, I am going to get a glue dot there and have that perfect. So that one is now wrangled and the rest of them are sitting perfectly. So that one's done. No, I have more ribbon to do. Boo hiss. Oh, I'll have to grab that out in a sec. I didn't check. Someone should have told me. Ellen, you've got the other ones. I'd forgotten about them. I didn't really expect you to remember as well. Okay, so Miss Cindy, who are all of these cookies for? Because you're obviously not or can't give them to us during our live video. Paper. I'd love to know who they are. Ellen, I forgot the other ones. Thanks, Cheryl. Just a little late. Smarty pants. I swear there are two pieces of paper here. There are. Just can't separate them. Okay. And what I might go back and do is add the insides in them while we're here as well. And then all we have left to do is our front piece and those couple of pieces of ribbon. Okay, so try and work smart and not hard. So do exactly the same thing. So I've decorated the inside, but just without a sentiment. Can't even pick up the pieces of paper. God help me. So this is one that I decorated top and bottom, just so you can see. So I can definitely write over any of this and it would look fantastic. Now, does this one need... Oh, this one hasn't even got a piece of paper. How very interesting. I might put this one aside because I don't... Oh, yes I do. Yes I do. Yes I do. This one might be a Ron project for later on. Okay. It's all good. We will get there in the end, won't we? You guys just love watching me do this. I feel like sometimes when things don't go to plan, I'm holding you up. So, Cindy and Linda, did you hear about my plans with super chats and stars on Facebook? Because I have a plan. So I did explain it at the start of the video that those who support me via those two ways, it is pretty on the inside. You mailed out 40 cards today. That's awesome. I haven't counted. I'm not counting. I don't want to know. At the start of this video, I kind of shared a tinsy bit of what I have done so far. And all the cards are stamped on the inside. My customer ones are divvied up with their address labels. All address labels are whatchamacallit, are printed. I think there are a couple that I'll just hand deliver, and the kids have got to do, like, their school teachers and people like that who they'd like to give one to, and that's okay. So I've done them all a little bit differently on the inside. Just a little bit different. Okay, please tell me that's stamped. Awesome. So I'll have enough for the insides of every card base except for one. So that actually isn't too shabby. Do not let that close. That would be a disaster. Then we would have a completely closed card. And I'm sure you're just watching to see what I may stuff up next. Okay. Now that all these bits are going together in layers, I'm just continuously clearing off my desk of products, which I love. Hello, Paula. Stars were 99 cents. Yes, so what I'm going to do, for those of you who would like to support me, because I know many of you can't order through me, those who give superstars, or super chats rather, here on Facebook, on YouTube rather, and superstars, sorry, super chats here on YouTube and stars on Facebook, I'm going to give you access to me. It'll probably be a couple of hours at a time that kind of suits everyone, because I know it'll be a lot of my overseas peeps, a time that suits everyone, and you guys will have access to me. We can craft, we can chat, it's really your time. And I'll invite you guys to give me, this one does not want to do what it is being told. I will give you guys some time to make some suggestions and whatnot, and just hang out and spend some time together, and thank you as a way of thanking you for supporting me, because especially here on YouTube now, I am monetized, so I'm able to offer this in as a thank you for your support for me. There we go. Done. I kind of did have to pull that one both ways because the knot below was a little thing. Oh, thank you, Cindy. What did I miss of Margine? Oh, the 40 cards. Yes. Well, Bev, if you want to support me with a super chat or stars, I will add you in and contact you, and we will hang out, and it will be on a Zoom, because that is just the easiest way to do it. Give that a bit of a squish down. Once that done, one more, and then I'll get to assembling the sentiment piece. Okay, just gonna make sure I've got enough ribbon, but I tend to not waste much ribbon tying it off the roll. That's the way I work anyway, I know. Do you girls tie off the roll like me, or do you measure out and then have the right size piece? Sorry, I'm also just reducing my waist by pulling this to a length that I can work with, but something that's not too excessively long. And twist. Come on. What hurts, David? He doesn't even realize he's talking to us. Okay, and through. And hold, pull and hold, pull. Great. Twist that one around, give my knot a bit of a squish, and we're all good. I don't know, I suppose I have a technique. I don't know, someone will tell me out there if I have a bit of a technique. It's just something I've picked up through other people. Oh, thank you for the super chats. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Thank you, Miss Bev. I appreciate that. Cut it from the roll if working on my own, but cut it in strips for classes. The advice nurses in. Okay, yeah, that, do you know what? I don't even cut it up for classes. I let them tie off the roll or cut whatever size, or the appropriate size piece they would like for class, actually. Most of my girls are they're pretty good. They're also very considerate. So, okay, so that is repinned. Oh, that's getting very low. I've loved this ribbon, but I've also used a lot here today as well. Just my original card. Aha, maybe that's better. I don't know. Okay, so now, I did have another piece for the inside. Everything's matching up, guys. Just found a rogue piece. Yay! All my cards are going to have finished insides. Although I don't mind a plain inside because it just gives me the flexibility to write what I would like on the card. Okay. That's done. So now let's bring in our sentiments, bring in these pieces, although I think I'm going to possibly be some gold short, but we will see. See, I'm just having a look here if it really does need the gold. See, I reckon that one you could just pop that up without the gold. I'm just going to pop one of those to the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put teeny tiny dots. Let's see how teeny tiny dots will go. So just around our die cut here. What I might do is pop this card over here. There you go. And then I'm going to drop this on, and then I've got wiggle room to get it in the right space. Right. There we go. Okay, you're going to have to watch that a few times, and the other ones are going to be like heaps easier because I'm not cutting all of them out. Done. And I will lift up all my things here and make sure I don't have any extra pieces of gold. Okay, good-o. I mean, not good-o, but you know, it just kind of is what it is. Oh, thank you for the superstar, Carol. Oh, jeez Louise. And then when I accrue enough, I will give you girls the choice of something that I can purchase that I don't already own. But let's be honest, I already own a lot of the catalogs. But anyway, so that will happen as well. Yes, don't forget thumbs up too. I did mention that at the start. Oh, thank you, Delinda. You do it beforehand. Oh, no problem, Cindy. No problems. Okay. Awesome. I love the thumbs up. Helps other people find me, helps fight the algorithm. I don't know if it's really fighting, but you know what I mean. Now, I normally say no wet glue with foil, but these are a little bit different because I'm actually covering the foil rather than actually gluing it on, but I will be using this glue for our little frame piece as well. Okay, so I think if I can get all my hello there's, I think there's only one piece that's not going to have gold. I can handle that. That's good. And then I will have to get up and grab some dimensionals because I'm definitely in need of dimensionals. This is good. This is good for my birthday cards. I'm needing some. That's kind of, once I get all my Christmas cards squared away, I will be starting on my January birthday cards. Because I've got a lot of January people, including the headache, who's coughing and spluttering over there. His asthma must be playing up today because it's so humid today. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's rained and then it's sunny, and Lavender is outside today doing an assessment task excursion, something to do with physics. And the assessment task is due tomorrow, but they needed to go on this, oh crap, they needed to go on this excursion today to get it squared away. That moved. Let's try that again. Okay. What I can cheat and do is grab my block, because that always works really well. So I'm just going to put teeny dots just where it's kind of the thickest. So I'm sort of going for the corners and for like one spot in the middle. Just enough to adhere it. And we're just squaring that away as much as we can. Just popping that on it and then adding that to our stack. Oh, so we've got two more. So two of them, or just having a look which one. So one will have no gold and one will have no frame. That's okay. All good. All good. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. I am feeling the love tonight. Oh my god. I just, look, I know a number of you girls have spoken to me about supporting me, and now I have a way for you to do that because you've liked my videos, you've subscribed and watched my videos, which has all helped, and truly I appreciate it. Even though it's yesterday, I wish I could go back in time a few days and just, I don't know, just be able to do some things. Although I did make a really good dent in my non-stamping to-do list yesterday. You know those pesky phone calls that you just really, really don't want to make, and you just put them off and off and off? I did a couple of those yesterday and I was so happy. Oh, thank you, Bev. Making me blush. Off the roll, Delinda, girl after my own heart. Okay, so this one is my one that got bent somewhere along the way. So we're going to have to treat this one with a lot of love because integrity-wise, it's a bit questionable. So once we get it down and in place. I think we should. Okay, I'm not running, I'm stuck with glue. Our home phone's going off. Oh, crap. Okay.
Thanks for calling the Woodbridge. We're not here at the moment. Please leave a message after the tone and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
There you go, if anyone. Must have been, geez Louise, struggling with this piece. Must have been a spam caller. Not many people ring our home phone anymore. Though my great aunt did the other day. It was quite bizarre. I'm thinking of just calling. Oh, no, we're almost there. I think this one's going to be a special looking one and it can go to a special kind of person, but it's done. Okay, dimensionals. And then we are done. I have one more strip left. One more strip. I normally just bring down my strips. Oh, thank you. Oh, you love my positivity, Ruthie. Thank you. Oh, look, if I don't keep going, nothing gets done. Seriously. You know what it's like with life. If it's not one foot in front of the other, you're just staying stagnant. So, you know, there was a bit of perseverance with that die cut there, I tell you. These are going to stick together. I want to use all my bad words, people. All my bad words. Okay, profanity is kept at bay. So I'm going to use 5 on each one. Although those two have stuffed up my straight line rule. I always use my dimensionals in straight lines. Do you know what? One of my downline, one of my oldest friends got me onto that, and I haven't stopped since, because she'll always cringe when she picks up my class set of dimensionals. So when I grab these framed pieces, what I'm doing, I'm laying the dimensionals over both layers just to reinforce it a little bit more and extra compared to where it would be without me doing that. Okay, this can come off. I love our huge blocks for that one reason. Very good for extra pressure and adhering. But can you get off? Thank you. That didn't go down. Oh, thank you for sharing, Bev. I appreciate that. So yes, I have my cousin's 21st. I think David was contacted by a cousin who's not far away at the moment, visiting an uncle. I think David hasn't lived at home, as in parents' home, hometown, since he was 8, because he had to go to boarding school or a special school for kids who were blind. So he's not incredibly close to his family, but it was really nice that one of his cousins reached out, which was lovely. It's very, very nice. Okay. But it's someone we have actually met, or I have met. So I haven't met too many of David's family, but I would have met her about 17 and a bit years ago at David's mum's funeral. But I mean, that day was there. Oh, hi, I'm David's cousin on this side. Oh, hi, I'm David's cousin on that side. And it's like, I have no idea who these people are. And David went, I don't either. just smile, shake their hand and nod. So we may have visitors. I'm not exactly sure. But that's okay. We'll deal with that if and when it happens. Okay. That boring bit is over. Lid on glue, even though no one reminded me. I'm going to... No, that's all rubbish anyway, so that's fine. Don't knock over your bottle of water. Right, okay, now I need my pokey tool, my take your pick pokey tool. We're going to... I finally converted to this method, especially good after getting one's nails done, because your nails aren't as long as what they were a couple of hours ago. And then we literally, I must, oh no, that one's over there. Now we do have the option, and I'll pull them in and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so we've got the garden gems that are also in this suite. Well, that isn't straight at all, but anyway, that's one card done. I'm actually going to go to the bottom of the pile and do this card. So I could add some gems. So we've got the cherry cobbler green ones, or we've got the blue, is it masqué ones? So do you use this? So what I do, I come in at a fairly low angle. So I don't shove it in the top. I like put it in on an angle and flip up. And then I just, they all come off in my rubbish. Does that help? This one is going to need, now I'm going to grab them out while I think of them. Oh, I could use a couple of our brush metallic gems. So just a couple, because there's so much gold on the other ones. I'm just going to pop a couple of these. No, straight lines never work, Ellen. Okay, nice angle there. It kind of works. I'm not happy with it, but you know, it's fine. It's a done card. So that one definitely needed some bling, so it ties all the gold. So we've got gold, gold in the paper, and then gold. You've tried lots of ways, Bev. Do you know what? I wasn't happy with it the first time I did it. I went, oh my God, how are they doing that? But I know, I've just got the knack for it now. If I could see you in person, Bev, I'd coach you. You know I would. Maybe one day we will see each other at an event. No. And because I have like gel coating on my nails, so it makes them thicker anyway, but I need the protection on my nails because they go. So we got sidetracked. Do I need garden gems? Garden gems yes, or garden gems no? Yeah. Yeah, that is actually, look, as long as you've got a method, use it. It's just this is my new method and I quite like it. Okay. Okay, I'm still waiting for garden gems while I... Okay, 2. These ones are being stubborn now. So would you believe we've finished off like 6 cards in an hour and a half? That's not too bad. And then I think I need to go and eat lunch. I do appreciate getting all of these done and in my stash. So, card. Oh. So this is the one without the frame, and then I've got one with no gold. So I've done a couple of different versions of this card. So this doesn't have the gilded frame. This one has the shimmer ribbon, and then I've got one in here that doesn't have any extra foil at all, but I added in the brush metallic adhesive back gems. So there we go. I'm going to pop this in the rubbish before I knock. Oh, do you know what? You won't believe what I just found on the ground, guys. Why me? Why me? So that one could have had that without the frame. Ah, only me. Yeah, I just, look, I think I'm just going to leave them. They are very busy as they are. And I think it's only this one and, see this one? I'll add some gilded to this one so you can see what it looks like there, Bev. I will pop it in the use it up box, Sylvia. You know me far too well. Far too well. So these are my gilded gems. Look, I even have a little strip. I'll finish with my pokey end. So I don't poke myself, I will cover my pokey end. And I will chuck a couple of these. I think I need some big ones as well. Oh no, I have a strip here with just 2. I'd like to finish that sheet. And this one, I must have cut some up for class and sent them in the mail. Yes, that satisfied feeling of a completed sheet of embellishments. Nothing better than that. And then 1 and 2. Oh, maybe that's a bit too much. That'll do. They're down now. I don't know, which one do you like better? The gilded or the gilded ones work better with the foil, where this one hasn't got any foil on it. See, it's different. No foil, they work perfectly fine. With the foil, the gilded is definitely foil. Interesting. Okay, let me put these away so we will know to the garden gems. Maybe you're not, like, when I use it, when I use it, I'm literally going in at a really low angle and I'm just trying to barely get the paper. So I'm doing it at like an angle like that. So I don't know, I'm not stabbing it from the top. I'm definitely going in on an angle, so I go in and up, in and up. Look, I don't know if that's helpful. You tell me next time. So try it between now and Tuesday. Oh, and I've worked out my week and schedule for next week as well. So what I am going to be doing, I'm going to be going live as normal on Tuesday on Facebook. Now I've had a look at my diary, and this is going in my use it up box right now. I've had a look at my diary, and I need to go live earlier on Thursday, and I'm going to, on Thursday, I'm going to be doing my final bauble, delicate bauble die project. So I had all of, I'm just going to leave these all like this, because that's the happy mess that we've got. So I've got from the delicate bauble cards that I did the Christmas Stampathon tags, then I made cards, and then I've got one more set of them, and I'm going to make some vellum cards. Ah, okay, Cindy, that's good to know for the lefties. So today we have used the Eden Garden stamp set, the Eden dies, the Ever Eden paper, gold foil, the fine art ribbon, which I'll pop just there, the fine art ribbon, and that's it. But we did make the book binding card. So we just folded a card in half, and then we scored a strip of it, adhered it down to create a book spine for our card, and that's our book binding card. So thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for your support with the super chats. I do appreciate it, and I'll be in contact with you guys later in the month to organise a January get together for my December supporters. And just in case you're wondering, for our sentiment piece, I did use our stitched rectangle dies because they're the bomb. They are the best things ever. I'm so glad you like these cards. I really like these cards as well. They're just, I know, they're just lovely. I'd had a look at a lot of cards, and I hadn't seen anything too much like this. So I was really happy with what I did. I think next time I do a YouTube video though, I do need to zoom in. Let me see if I can. Is that too far? It's really hard. Whoa, that's way too far. Just like that maybe. I don't know. It's hard to get a good zoom in. I know, we're back to where we were before. I will work it out for our next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Have an amazing weekend. I hope you get some crafting done, or send out some Christmas cards, or send out some thinking of you cards. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Bev and Cindy. Yeah, as I said, that's better, Sylvia. Yeah, that was way too far in. But yeah, it gave you a closer look at the cards. But thank you so much for joining me. Great weekend. I will see you on Tuesday over on Facebook. Bye.